Balzer is the national organizer for the U.S. campaign to end the Israeli occupation and author of Witness in Palestine, a Jewish American woman in the occupied territories. Anna, thank you for being here. And so, no question, what happened today was horrific, and those pictures are terrible. But you heard the defense that Hamas places children regularly in harm's way.
There is no excuse, Megyn, for bombing safe houses, schools full of men, women, and children. These are people like you and me. 800 Palestinians, roughly 800 Palestinians killed with U.S. weapons. We are implicated in this. There is no excuse.
What do you make of the fact that, Hamas, it's clear that they use civilians as human shields, that they do try to disguise weapons as babies, that unlike Israel that tries to give notice before it bombs, anything, including a civilian potential area, Hamas actually takes civilians, tells them to stay when the bombs are coming?
Megyn, there's actually no evidence that Hamas has used Palestinian human shields as defined by international law. But if you would like to talk about human shields, Israel routinely uses Palestinian human shields. I've witnessed it with my own two eyes. Israel has used Palestinian human shields, has defended its so-called right to use Palestinian human shields as documented by Israeli journalists, human rights organizations, and Israeli soldiers themselves.
Dr. Brooke Goldstein, human rights attorney and director of the Lawfare Project. All right, Brooke, tell us about this video, where it came from, what you think it says about what these kids are being told.
So this video was co-produced by the Center for Near East Policy Research and the Lawfare Project in response to repeated denials by UNRWA and by people like Chris Gunnis, who you're going to hear from after me, that the curriculum is totally innocuous, that there's nothing that espouses violence in the curriculum that U.S. taxpayer dollars are funding in UNRWA schools. And the truth is just the opposite. So what we did is we sent Palestinian cameraman to UNRWA schools so that the audience can see for themselves what's happening. And what we also did is we produced a document that's been shared with members of Congress called Exposing UNRWA, which is available on our website. Basically translates line for line the curriculum that UNRWA is using. An 8th grade textbook says, hearing weapons clash is pleasant to my ear, and the flow of blood gladdens my soul, as well as bodies thrown upon the ground. In the Balata refugee camp, they teach the song, when we die as martyrs, we go up to heaven. Don't say we are children because life, has made us older. And what we
do you deny that Israel gives notice before it bombs these facilities?
If Hamas were to drop leaflets over Tel Aviv saying that unless people evacuated their houses quickly, they would be bombed to smithereens, would we congratulate Hamas on their humanitarianism? It doesn't change anything that Hamas...
How is Israel supposed to fight back against an organization whose entire mission is the destruction of Israel? It's in the Hamas charter that they want to kill all Jews.
Hamas is a red herring. The policies that Israel is carrying out against the Palestinian people has been going on for decades.
They elected Hamas to run Gaza.
Yes, but the policies that Israel is enacting are part of a pattern that goes back decades before Hamas was even in existence. And if anyone who is very serious about seeing a lasting peace in the area has to address those root causes of the violence. And that has to do with the suffocating blockade that Palestinians have been living under, the brutal occupation that Palestinians have lived under for more than 40 years, and the ongoing displacement and ethnic cleansing of Palestinians for more than 60 years. Anyone who really wants to see peace has to address these underlying issues.
Anna, thank you. I want to tell the viewers that we are now being told that there will be some news.
That's the spokesperson for the United Nations Relief and Works Agency. All right, Chris, Brooke says it is documented. The State Department's aware. Canada's divested. Congressional lawmakers are aware. This is your chance to respond.
Well, can I say, first of all, that the Centre for Near East Studies, or the centre run by a man called David Badin, is so discredited that when he gave a briefing in Congress, which I attended, no one attended. The man has no credibility. He has made accusations against UNRWA for years which are completely unfounded. Let me just take out this from my ear because the sound is coming back. Can I say that what David Badin Badin does is to go into schools which are non-UNRWA schools, film, and then present them as if they were UNRWA facilities. That's one of his favourite tricks. But can I make a couple more points?